a few months back, there was Peter, which is Stuart's dad, and he had a thing growing. I think it was a tumor. We thought it was a tumor and he had cancer, so we had to actually put him down in an emergency operation. Once we sliced him open, we actually found that Peter, Stuart's dad, actually was not sick at all. So since that day, Stuart is a little bit, we tried to get him into therapy and stuff like that, but understandable that Stuart, has a little bit of daddy issues there with Peter being, skinned alive and sliced and being eaten. And today, the day actually has come that we actually come after little Stuart. So today Stuart will be sliced, skinned, and eaten.
YouRoots. Thank you so much for tuning in for another episode. For those of you who might be new, my name is Conrad and I'm here with the infamous
Chef Bernard.
And we are super excited to be cooking for you today. Chef Bernie has put together another beautiful menu. Why don't you tell the fine folks what we're going to be cooking today?
We're gonna do those beautiful portobello mushrooms.
Look at that.
We're gonna marinate them with a little bit of balsamico and pomegranate molasses,
Woo.
which gives you a little bit of sweetness, a little acidity from the balsamic, more sweetness when we saute it. Put a little bit of garlic, some fresh herbs in there. We're gonna serve that with some squash bacon and some herb couscous.
Great. Sounds like an amazing menu. Why don't we get started with the bacon? Great, so we're going to start with the beautiful squash bacon. I know Chef Bernie, Stuart's been near to dear to him. I think he's had this squash here for 3 months now.
No, I can't bring myself to skin Stuart. Like, look at little Stuart.
Poor guy. But
After
hey,
whatever happened to Peter, he's dead already.
it's either him or us, and we're choosing us today. So why don't we get this party started? So what's the first step with the squash?
So what we do, we just cut it in half. We take out the seeds. We skin it while it is still alive. Then we slice it very thinly, as thin as we can.
Yeah.
And then we basically just take the marination, we brush it, and then what we want to do is dehydrate it basically in the oven. So we bake it for 40 minutes on low temperature, around 300, 320, depending on your oven. And then you get a product which is similar to bacon almost, because you get the nice flavors of the soy sauce, the garlic, the thyme, the smoked paprika in there. So you got a really nice, and you get that chewiness almost, where you get like a little bit of meaty stuff like that. So we're willing to sacrifice Stuart today.
Yeah, Stuart, you're going to be enjoyed. And the best part is, obviously, in comparison to bacon, it's much more healthier for you. Bacon has sodium nitrate in it, which is not good for you, and it's also super calorie dense. Squash in general is super versatile, whether you want to use it for this, you want to do spaghetti squash. I mean, there's a ton of different things you can do with it. But today we're going to do some homemade squash bacon. So why don't we get started?
Absolutely.
Cool. I think that was...
way nicer than Peter.
It's probably because he's young and old.
Way more life in him than fuck. Peter was almost white inside. This guy is still some like blood flowing, man. Look at this baby, man. Meaty. Oh, like a poor fucking guy now. I almost feel bad, man. Like really. Ah! Ah! Look at him. Look at the poor guy, man. Ah.
Officially cut Stuart up. May he rest in peace. And do you want to take the fine folks through that process, Chef Bernie?
I just really catch my breath a little bit because that was the job, Stuart, and skin him like that alive, that was a big step for me. Anyways,
I think you're going to be okay.
Moving on. Stuart is gone, he's passed, he is sliced up officially. And look how beautiful Stuart turned out. Anyway, I'm gonna have some nice slices here. Just about 1.5 to 2 millimeters thick. And now we're just gonna do a little beautiful sauce here. We're gonna start off with a little bit of brown sugar. Then we're gonna add a little bit of smoked paprika.
Awesome.
But we have 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, and then some garlic powder, nutritional yeast, and
great. One thing Chef Bernie did mention is you want to, like the key to this is to slice them thin. If you slice them too thick, they're not going to crisp up and kind of give that same texture as you would find in, say, a smoked meat like bacon or something like that.
Nutritional yeast. A little more here, 2 teaspoons, and then we just gonna do a little bit of soy sauce here, 2 tablespoons actually.
Yeah.
So we get the saltiness and the substance, a little bit of color.
Look at that.
Yeah, perfect. And then all we're just gonna do is we brush those on both sides.
Yeah. We got our brush here.
And then we put them in the oven. And it's about 40 minutes. You want to make sure they don't turn too dark.
Yeah.
You want to just basically dehydrate them in a small, that's why we put them in for a little bit longer on low temperature, just to get the moisture out there and keep the thing intact. Not necessarily make it too crispy.
Yeah.
We're not going to make chips out of it, so we want like kind of meaty, almost jerky kind of texture.
Oh, okay. Great. And then what temperature are you going to put it at?
About 300 to 325.
Oh, okay. Cool. How's it taste?
Smoky, sweet, sour. It's perfect actually.
Great. We'll get brushing here and get this on the on Stuart.
Don't make fun of Stuart.
We're gonna start with the beautiful portobello mushroom, and what do we want to do with that, Chef Bernie?
All we have some clean portobello mushroom. We cut off the stems. Usually they come with cut off stems anyway.
Yeah.
I don't like to take out any. Some people take out the black stuff. I usually leave it in because expensive enough like it is, and lots of nutrition in any part of the actual mushrooms. So we're most probably just gonna cut 1.5 inch slices here.
Great.
That's all we do. We just add that in a bowl, and then we're just gonna add the balsamic vinegar, salt, pepper, and the pomegranate molasses.
Beautiful.
If you can't find any pomegranate molasses, you can just simply skip it.
Could you use regular molasses if you wanted to, or would that?
Regular molasses, if you like the taste of molasses, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Just be very cautious that you don't put too much.
Oh, okay.
Because you don't want the molasses to overtake on the actual dish, because it's very... The stuff we use is basically just a reduced pomegranate. So if you use a little bit of pomegranate juice, you could use that too.
Cool. Salt, pepper on there. What's going on there?
A little bit of olive oil, 2 tablespoons.
Perfect.
Then we do 2 tablespoons
So you tell me when.
of... Too much?
Oh.
Then a little bit of that balsamic, 2 tablespoons too, and then I put that little molasses in there. We just do 1 tablespoon of that. Like I said, you can just use pomegranate juice, just a little bit. Yeah, get going. Yeah, that's good.
There we go.
And then we just mix this, we put it aside for about like 2-3 minutes, and then we can put it straight in the sauteing pan on medium heat. Saute it about like 2 minutes on each side, and then it's ready to serve.
Simple as that. Let's get it sauteing. You get the beautiful portobello mushrooms onto the frying pan here to saute. Great. What kind of oil are you using there?
We just use a little grapeseed oil in this case.
Yeah.
Because it's really good for high heat cooking.
Yeah, 100% agree. Cool.
And then we just sear those babies on both sides.
How long are we searing them for?
About 1.5 to 2 minutes on each side, I would say.
Oh, okay. Super easy.
Make sure you have a nice frying pan which heats the heat good. Some of those cheaper aluminium frying pans, you put something in and then it loses the heat, and then the mushroom loses a lot of water.
Okay. Looks good. And we have the water on right now for the couscous, which we're going to be talking about here shortly.
Yes, Conrad is in charge of the couscous, so we're not really sure if we're actually eating today or
Could get ugly. It could get ugly, but how hard can it be? I gotta bring the water to a boil and then add in the couscous along with some fresh herbs. I mean, pretty hard to screw that up, but I've done it before, so we'll see what happens.
What we actually do is the water is boiling now. Okay. We're gonna add a little bit of salt. And then right away the couscous. We give it a quick stir. Yeah, stop.
Add that in there?
Yeah. Perfect. Just a little stir. Then all you do, you put the lid back on and you wait about 4 or 5 minutes, and that's it.
Great. As easy as that.
Then towards the end, we're just gonna add a little bit of olive oil, a couple of fresh chopped herbs from the garden. In our case, we got some chives.
Look at
some thyme, some fresh basil, and then we were eating.
Simple as that. Thanks again for tuning in for another great episode. How do you feel that went, Chef Bernie?
Well, I'm pretty sad about Stuart still. That's really hurting. That's gonna hurt for a couple of weeks, maybe months, maybe even years to come, because he grew as part of the family, like it is with those little fellas. When they come, you take him in, you take good care of it.
Maybe rest.
No, he's gone. We skinned him basically. That's hurting too, like a life.
It was tasty.
He was really good. Very
Good.
tasty.
Thanks, Stuart.
As long as you have appreciation for things, it's okay.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Awesome, great. That does it for today. As always, remember to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe for more content. And check out our previous videos. We have a lot of other great recipes on there as well. And as always, remember to be positive.
Live with purpose.
And eat nutritious.
Delicious.
Wholesome.
Foods. Woo!